So, good morning, students. Standard 5, once again, I'm before you, and today, again, I'm with a new chapter. Today, I'm going to start the Indian Constitution, chapter number 5. The chapter is about the Constitution, why we need it, about its vital parts like the fundamental rights, duties, preamble, and the directive principles of state policy. So, students, you remember I started my journey along with you with the evolution of mankind. We have seen how human beings have evolved, how inventions and discoveries took place and brought a great revolution in the life of human beings, how it led to the formation of a civilized society and also led to the growth of many new civilizations. So ultimately, all these developments which we have made should be appreciated, no doubt. But apart from these developments, one major thing which should be taken into consideration is the thing that we all are very different from each other, no doubt. Not only in terms of physical appearance, but also in terms of likes and dislikes, in terms of our interest. We are very different from each other. And definitely, when we have different interests, definitely there will be clashes in the society. But still, we people who are very different from each other, who belongs to different background, who comes from different culture, still we are living together. What is the thing which has binded us together? We are living happily, the society is running smoothly. So what is the thing which has made this possible? So the credit goes to constitution. Yes, I know the word is very new to all of you, but this word constitution is very important, and that's why I will deal with this, not only with the constitution but why we need it and what is its role. See, students, we are living in a democratic country, India. We are democracy. What is democratic country? Where we have the power to where there is a rule of power. In simple terms, suppose we choose the government which is running the country, which is making rules for us, actually it is elected by us. So ultimately, democracy means the rule of people. So India is a democratic country, but it was not like that before 1947. India, before 1947, it was under the British rule, and on 15th of August 1947, after a long struggle, India got independence. After independence, our leaders thought to design a constitution for the country, because our leaders were intellectual persons, were eminent personalities who were well aware of the differences which was present in India. Actually, India, if you will see, it is the only country of the world where you will find so much diversity. If you will move to North India, you will find a different picture. If you move to South India, different picture. East India, West India, all the four parts, all the different corners of the country are different from each other, not only in terms of fooding habits, clothing habits, or your dancing or language, but also in terms of geographical conditions. So ultimately, they were well aware of the diversity, they were well aware of the difference of interest can lead to clash, and that clash can be dangerous for the country. So ultimately, in order to provide India a peaceful society, in order to run the country smoothly, in order to address the uh, needs of the people properly, they felt the need of the constitution, and in this way the concept of constitution came into existence. In this way, our leader decided to frame or design a constitution for the country. So now the question arises, who will frame the constitution? Who will design the constitution? So our great leaders, they decided to establish a constituent assembly. Actually, the job of constituent assembly was to frame the constitution for the country. Our constitution has been made, designed, or framed, whatever you want to use the word. It has been framed or designed or made by the members of the constituent assembly. The members of the constituent assembly, they after a long debate and discussion, framed the constitution for the country. And now, what is constitution? See, students, a constitution simply means set of rules and regulations according to which a country is run. Suppose you all are living in a family. In your family also, there are certain rules and regulations according to which the family is run. Likewise, take your example of your school. In your school also, there are certain rules and regulations which everyone has to follow, whether that is a principal, coordinator, administrator, teachers, monitors, or even you students. Everyone has to follow the rules and regulations of the school. Why? To run the organization, to run the school properly. So simply, to run the country smoothly, we need certain set of rules and regulations, and that rules and regulation is contained in our constitution. Okay, so constitution is a set of rules and regulations according to which a country is run. Now, we have adopted the constitution on 26 January 1949. Although it came into effect means it started functioning on 26 January 1950. Okay, but there should be question in your mind, why 26 January, why not 29th October, why not 26 December, why 26 January? Actually, this day was selected by our great leaders because during war of independence, when our leaders were fighting for the independence of the country in the year 1930, 26 January was observed as Independence Day by our leaders. So that's why they adopted the constitution on 26 January. Even they enacted the constitution also came into effect on 26 January 1950. See, this 26th January, every year we celebrate as our Republic Day. And why we celebrate it as a Republic Day? Because on this day we got the Constitution. We got our Constitution on this very day, and that's why we celebrate our Republic Day every year on this 26th January. Now, I think so there is no doubt, students. Now I will move to the next part, that is why we need the Constitution. Suppose you see that we all are living in an environment, we need food, water, sunlight to survive. Likewise, the country also needs certain things to run properly, to have a proper condition for its people. So ultimately, the constitution is the fuel which is required by our country to run smoothly. So like, if you are playing a game, if the game don't have any rules, there is no meaning to play it. Likewise, if you want to run the country smoothly, if you want to run it properly, or if you want to have a good system, definitely you need certain rules and regulation, and it all comes from the constitution. So the constitution, why we need the constitution? We need a constitution because it gives us rules and regulations which help us to run the country smoothly and properly. Now, the second thing, see, our constitution provides us every detail, it covers every aspect, whether that is election of the government, whether that is what are the powers of the government, what are the rights and duties of the citizens. Everything is covered in the constitution. So we come to know about the rules and regulation or about the procedure of certain things through the constitution. So we need the constitution because it makes our work easier. It makes the work easier by giving us rules and regulations which helps to do the things in a proper manner. Suppose, how government will be elected, what will be the power of the government, etc. All these things are mentioned in the constitution. Second thing, if a person is hampered, if suppose the interest of a particular citizen is hampered by the government or by the government officers or by any organization, then there are certain rights which are given to that person by the constitution. So ultimately the constitution cover ups the every aspects of human life, of government, of administration, everything it cover ups. So these constitution, it helps us to make the things easy. Now the third thing, see, our constitution also helps also helps in the overall development of the citizens. See, citizens are important in, especially in democratic system. People are very important. You know what is democracy? A government run by the people, of the people, and for the people. So people are supreme. Democracy simply means rule of the people. So citizens are very important in a democratic country. So what will be their rights, what will be their duties, how they would what are the ways by which their rights cannot be hampered, or how they can develop themselves properly. So ultimately all these things are looked by the constitution. And how it is looked by giving certain rights. Suppose in later on I will discuss about fundamental rights. See, fundamental rights are very important. This right is given by the constitution to the citizens of the country, and this is very important because it helps in the development of the citizen. So, who tells about the rights and duties of the citizens? Who helps to know the citizens about their rights and duties? It is the constitution. So, why we need constitution? Because it helps us to know about our rights and duties. Now, the next thing, it protects the interests of the citizens, of all citizens. See, I have told you that constitution, it is the supreme law of the country. Okay, everyone has to follow the constitution, whether that is your government, whether that is your citizen, whether that is your government officers, whether that is your any organization. Everyone has to follow the constitution. Okay, so it is the supreme law of the land. Now you know that India is a country where people from different background, different origin, different culture, they are living together. So here some people are majority, some people are in minority. People, what is majority? Majority means the people who are having large population. Suppose the Hindus are the majority population of the country. There are some minorities like your Anglo Indians, like your Sikhs. These are the minority. So minority simply means the those people whose population is very less in the country. So constitution did not discriminate. It did not you can say it what is the meaning of discrimination? Means it did not differentiate between the people. Okay, so constitution never differentiate between the people on any basis. So there are some people in the society who are backward, who need our attention, who need special treatment. So the people who are backward sections of the society, or the minority, or those people who are socially or economically backward, those people's interests are also taken care of. Means in our country the constitution neglects no one, whether that is majority or minority. Everyone is given proper attention, everyone is given proper representation, everyone is taken into consideration. Okay, so it is all possible because of the constitution. If we are living together today, the majority is also living, the minority is also living in the society together. There are people of different religions. Still, if we are living together happily and properly, that is because of the constitution. Constitution is addressing the interest of everyone, and that's why the why we need a constitution. We need a constitution because it helps to protect the interest of all the sections of the society. Okay, now next one, why we need the constitution? We need the constitution because it states about the powers of the government. not only powers of the government but also about the functions of the government, how the government will be elected, what will be its power, how it will implement its duties, how it will implement the laws made by it. Everything is mentioned in the constitution. So government which is responsible to take care the needs of the people, that government's power, functions, everything is mentioned in the constitution, and this helps the works of the government also easier. So I don't think so there is any problem why we need the constitution. Now let's come to preamble. What is preamble? In simple terms, preamble is the introduction part of the constitution. The introductory part of the constitution is your preamble. Suppose when you open the book, you get the introduction, what the book is about, what is the content, what content it contains. So ultimately, when we open this book called constitution, our constitution is in written form and it is in the form of a book. So ultimately, when we open the book, we get the preamble, and preamble simply means the introduction part. It is actually the essence of the constitution. Essence means it tells about the nature of the constitution. Okay, now please pay attention properly and listen to each and every word. Now I am going to mention about the preamble, what are the features of preamble. Okay, the preamble of the preamble starts like this: we the people of India. It means the power comes from the people. I have already discussed with you that people are supreme. So ultimately, we the people, it means whether the person is rich or poor, the people are big or small, the people who belongs to different religion or region, it doesn't matter. Power comes from the people. So people are supreme. Now, solemnly resolved to make India means we have decided to make India into a sovereign. What is the meaning of word sovereign? Means sovereign means simply a country which is an independent nation, which is free from any control. Okay, so sovereign simply means an independent country, a free country. Suppose India before 1947, it was not free, it was not a sovereign country. But now after 15th of August 1947, it became a sovereign country. Sovereign means a country which is free from any control. Okay, which is free from any type of control, whether that is a foreign control or any type of control. India is a free country where we decide everything by ourselves. There is no interference of anyone. So it shows that it is a sovereign country. Next one is your socialist. So what is the meaning of socialist? Socialist simply means a country where there will be no discrimination made between the people on the basis of rich or poor. So India is a socialist country, means there will be no discrimination or no differences will be made between the people on the basis of rich or poor. So economic status doesn't matter. People will get their rights and duties no matter how rich or how poor. Everyone, suppose right to vote, it is the right of everyone, whether that is a business tycoon, like Ambani, or a poor man or a rickshaw puller. Everyone has this right. So socialist is clear to you. Now secular. Secular simply means it is a concept. See, India is a secular country, means here there will be no differences made between the people on the basis of religion. You are seeing that India is a country where you will find every religion, more or less every religion you will find in India, whether that is Christianity, Islam, Zoroastrianism, or Sikhism, Hinduism. So every religion, people who are born in any religion, they can practice any religion, they are free. It is their personal choice that they want to go for which kind of religion, they want to practice which religion. It is their choice, there will be no state interference. Okay, suppose Pakistan, which also got independence at the time when India achieved independence, that country is an Islamic country, means their religion is Islam. Okay, that is a state religion. Okay, but in India, we are not a Hindu country, or we are not a country which have any particular religion. It is a country, it is a secular country, where every religion is important, where every religion is given consideration, where anyone can practice any religion. There will be no differences made between the people on the basis of religion. Okay, now next one is your democratic. Now I have mentioned you what is democracy. It is the rule of the people, by the people, and for the people. But see, just I am clarifying you the definition. It is ruled by the people. Suppose we are electing our prime minister or state chief minister, they are elected by us. So rule by the people, of the people, who have elected, for whom they are working, for the people, for us, for we citizens. So of the people, and rule by the people, of the people, and for the people. So why they are elected, what is their duty, what is their function? It is for us, for the welfare of the people. So ultimately, who is supreme? People are supreme. Democracy simply means rule of the people. So India is a democratic country. Okay, so country will be run by the representatives who are elected by the people. Now next is your republic. What is the meaning of republic? Republic simply means the head of the country will be elected one. Okay, it would not be hereditary like in Britain. There is a democracy like India, but the head of the country is not elected, it is hereditary. Okay, the king, there is a constitutional monarchy. Okay, so there the head of the state is not elected by the people, but actually it is hereditary. Hereditary means the son, the head of the state, suppose the king is the head of the state, so his son will be the next head of the state. Likewise, this process will move on. But in terms of India, you are seeing the president of India is elected indirectly. So the head of the state which is presenting the country will be the elected one, not the hereditary one. And to secure all its citizens justice, social, political, and economic. It means that in India there should be justice not only in terms of social sphere, political sphere, but also in economic sphere. See, justice, what does justice means? Everyone should be given fair chance to earn livelihood, no discrimination should be made, and people should be given the right to vote without any discrimination. See, when I am telling ki justice in terms of political, what is the meaning of political justice? Everyone should be given the chance to elect their representative, to elect their government. Everyone should get the right to vote so that they can elect their government. There should be no differences made between the people on any basis. Likewise, social and economic justice means everyone should be given fair chance to earn their livelihood. Everyone should be given proper ways so that they can earn their livelihood, they can get a chance to have a good life. Okay, now next one, liberty of thought, belief, faith, expression, and worship. What it is mean, what is the meaning of this? See, every citizen of the country, every person living in this country have the freedom. Liberty means freedom. Freedom to express, freedom to speak, freedom to think. They have this freedom. Okay, they can express themselves. Suppose if the government is not properly functioning, we are criticizing that the government is not doing the work properly. You have seen in during COVID-19 when many people died because of starvation, or uh, because of the panic which was created due to this situation. Government was criticized, and it was openly criticized. Suppose during the evening hours you open the TV channel and see the debate, they are openly criticized. So we are free to do this, we are free to um, uh, express our beliefs, or we are free to express our opinions. But that does not mean ki if you're free to speak, you can speak anything, you can abuse somebody. It should be done in a proper manner without hurting somebody's sentiment. Okay, now freedom of faith and worship means, in I already have told you, in India there is no pressure to follow any religion. You are free. Suppose if you are born in Hinduism, then also you can go and practice any religion if you like. There is no foundation, there is no ban on this. Okay, a person is free to choose and practice the religion he or she likes. Now next one is your equality. Here equality means equality of status and your opportunity. What is the meaning of equality of status or opportunity? See, whether a person whether a person is a male or female, whether a person is Sikh or Hindu, whether a person is rich or poor, whether a person is anyone, if that person is devoid of some opportunity, that is not healthy for the democracy. Because every one of us, every people living in this country, we have freedom, we are free. No, we are having this freedom of opportunity and status. Everyone should be given proper opportunities without any discrimination of caste, religion, creed, or gender. Gender simply means male or female. Okay, no discrimination should be made. And to promote among all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. What is the meaning of this? See, fraternity simply means brotherhood. So, the objective of the constitution is also to promote brotherhood. You know that India is a diverse country. We people comes from different culture. So, definitely a sense of brotherhood should be promoted, should be developed among people, so that they can be united and stand uh, firmly for the development of the nation. Because everyone's contribution matters. Every citizen of the country contributes in the development of the nation. So ultimately it is the responsibility of the constitution to promote brotherhood among the citizens of the country, and also to see that every person should get the chance to live their life with dignity. Okay, every person should get the due respect, so that he can promote himself or herself, as well as also contribute for the development of the nation. So now preamble is over. So I don't think so there is any problem up to this. Students, this is the first part of the video. So this first video up to in this first video I have covered what is constitution, why we need constitution, your preamble, and what is the meaning of preamble, what are the features of preamble. I have discussed all this. So please go through the topic, please go through the book and revise it properly. Because of the length of the chapter, again I am making two videos, because in one video it's very easy for me to complete, but I know it would be difficult for you to sum up everything in one video. Okay, so thank you. If there is any problem regarding understanding or clarity, please mention me in the comment. Subscribe the channel so that you can get timely informations. Thank you.